Page 26, Soldier's March by Schumann. 2/4 time, 1 sharp, 1 in the key of G major. Let's just check it one hand at a time, make sure we got the fingerings in the notes. Here, 1, 2. Just make sure the 16th notes are short. Don't turn them into triplets. They have to be short. If anything, it's better to have them too short than too long. Make them short. 1 and 2. Watch the fingering. In the third major, it's 4. They say 4-1. I prefer 5-2, and then 4-1, and then 2-3. I just not put my hand up in here so much. So again, the first line is 1 and 2, and then here, because there's a rest in between. We're lifting up 1-4 to 5-2, and then I'm staying here. And I finger it the same way on all the other passages like that. And then second line. And here they say 2-4, 2-4. That's okay. You can do a 3-5 and a 1-4 and a 2-1. There's just different ways of fingering these things. There's different styles. It's just here when I'm here, if I do 3 and 5, I'm not moving as far. But I'm out of position if I don't do a 4, because I got this. And this is common. This fingering is very common, and I suggest you get used to it. That's fine too. And then you have to come way down here for this. If you go on, if you repeat, you just come down a little bit. The third line is here. There's no rest here. Connect that. And here, I do a 4 and a 5-3. Their fingering is okay in the book. I do a 5-4 and then a 3. So my fingering is a little different than theirs, but theirs is okay. Here, that's what you're after, but you're just playing a chord. If you can, play that bottom note louder. Bring it out. This I don't like, because that forces a 2-1 here. This measure 15, 16 is here. I don't care for that. I would prefer to just, again, it's the same fingering I suggested before. Use 3-5, 1-4, 2-3. That way I keep my hand out here. I'm not moving it in here. If you have little hands, it doesn't matter. Do what they're doing. It works, it's fine, it's just I like to keep my hand out here. So, and then you go on and do the same thing you did before. Left hand, 4th finger. I like that fingering. 3rd finger, that's a G on top and a D F sharp. I like that. Because you could do that. You're moving your hand up in here, but I like that. If you have large enough hands, if you have small hands, that doesn't work. You'll have to do 2 and 1 on that. Then 3rd line, come down. 4 on the G. And they're saying you can use 5th if you want. You don't have to use 4 just because you used it before. Because I ended here, 5 is fine. And here I do a 4 and a 3. I'm basically in this position. And then go. Put the hands together. So 4th, 3rd line down. Connect these. So 4th. Then we can add the articulation. Not a lot going on articulation because the rests are making you play it staccato, sort of. I mean, they're separated. But on these, like in measure 9, those, don't connect those. Play those legato. So otherwise, you just play it. So fourth, dynamic, it's loud. Well, it's a soldier's march. It's loud. Here we are. You might come down a little bit because it's the end of a musical sentence, a musical phrase. You might come down. But second line, make sure you're loud again. Left hand, keep it soft. And in the third line again, you're loud because at the end of the second line, you might cut a little softer. You might come down a little bit, but third line loud. The whole thing is basically loud, but you don't want to play it all loud. You got to get a little softer in places. I don't think I'd get much louder than that, but get a little softer sometimes, like at the end of the musical sentences. Come down a little bit, something. Speed-wise, it's a march. So left, right, left, right. Left, right type thing. And because it's a march, marches and dances typically, you don't slow down much of any. You got to keep a steady beat. You got to imagine somebody moving to the step of your beat. So it's a... Repeat. Now measure 16. They have a forte mark there. Not sure why, but I'm guessing why is because when you've been coming down at the end of this musical sentence, you come down a little bit. Here, they don't want you to come down. It's typical of the last time you hear a passage like that, they change it slightly, and each time, rather than coming down, like you expect, they turned it around, went up. And they want you to come back up, don't come down like that. So it's a little different there on that one. I like to play this with you very slowly to double check the notes and the rhythms. Yeah. And I will do the repeats. So I'll give us 2 counts, 2/4 time, 2 counts. Ready and go and. Repeat. Repeat.